Hope you have been enjoying your English learning. Today we are going to start 2.4 An Epitome of Courage. This is part 1 and we are going to conduct warmer activity through this video. Please read here on the board. Handicapped are those who refuse to take up challenges even with all their senses and physiology in perfect conditions. Now try to understand. This is an irony. This is a strange truth. How handicapped are those people who refuse to take up challenges, but they are physically strong. All their senses are on high alert. They are physically fit and they are denying, turning down, they are refusing the challenges. So this is contradiction. But there are some unique examples across the world, from local to global, that some people, despite of their physical disability or mental disability, they have contributed in different fields and served for the society, for humanity, for mankind. They have given their great contributions to different fields. Let us take an example of Sudha Chandran. After a road mishap or an accident, she lost both of her legs, and after that, with hard work, strong willpower and tenacity, she had overcome the challenge. With the help of Jaipur Foot, she restarted in the field of classical dances. Mrs. Sudha Chandran, hats off to her. Arunima Sinha's example is very motivating. Then we have the great cricketer Yuvraj Singh. Unexpectedly, cancer was detected. He went through a long treatment, and again he, with the help of his inner strong will, tenacity and hard work, he stood up in the field of cricket, and now he has been enjoying his life as if there was nothing happened. Edison and Stephen Hawking, these are great examples. They are exactly opposite to this strange truth, because all these names I mentioned, they are either physically or mentally disabled, as we have been introduced, but they are very strong. Their performance is motivational to coming n number of generations. So this was the quotation. Second warmer activity, please see on the screen. There are pleasant and polite ways of referring to people with physical and mental disabilities, and we need to fill this table. Previously used term, and in second column, new polite term. So the example has been given. New polite term is visually challenged. The previous term was blind. Number 2, in the first column, the word is given deaf. So new polite term for deaf is hearing challenged. Number 3, new polite term is given speech impaired. The previous term dumb, D-U-M-B. Then number 4, previous term is shown here mad, and new polite term for the word mad is mentally disabled. And last one, previous term used lame, and new polite term is physically challenged. But all these new terms, visually challenged, hearing challenged or hearing impaired, speech impaired, mentally disabled and physically challenged. Recently, there is a new word. It is more polite. We use all these people, Divyang people. Now, warmer activity number 3 on page number 61. In warming up on this page, the instruction has been given. Read the beginning and complete the story in your own words. The beginning is given. Sumit, the son of shoemaker, was a highly intelligent student in a municipal school. His maths teacher called him Einstein, for he was brilliant in maths. He loved maths. Sumit wanted to study further after SSC. However, he suffered from polio, and now we are asked to continue the story with a favorable positive ending. Now let us start. And also we have been asked to give it a title. So let us start. Sumit, the brave heart. So I have suggested this title. Not mandatory that you should give the same title. You can have your own thinking. You can give your own title. All right. So start. Sumit. The beginning is given in the book. The son of a shoemaker was highly intelligent student. Highly intelligent student in municipal school. In municipal school, his maths teacher called him Einstein. For he was brilliant in maths. He was brilliant in maths. He loved mathematics or maths. He loved maths. Sumit wanted to study further after SSC. suffered from polio, and now rest of the story we have to complete. This part has been given in the book. Now we are going to complete the story with positive end. Remember, with the help of this warmer activity, I want to draw your attention on an important writing skill question in our 80 marks activity sheet. It is question number 6. Expand the theme. So we need to practice such activities to expand. It needs active vocabulary in context that we had discussed in previous video about active vocabulary, importance of active vocabulary. Number 2, it needs thinking skill. You should think in English on various topics, so that helps everyone to have a certain flow of thoughts and ideas, and we can reflect it on paper or on board. So it will help you. Now let us continue. And was paralyzed he could not stand up independently. He was confined to a wheelchair. He had very strong willpower. He wanted to continue his learning. The maths teacher helped him to get admission in special school Sumit continued his studies tenaciously, means with perseverance, and worked hard he became graduate in mathematics. Pursued for his PG, means post graduation, and also completed his research in maths. In maths. Now he has been serving as a professor of mathematics in one of the prestigious universities some of his students have succeeded to qualify UPSC exam. Is this not the great example of motivation to those who are physically strong but always denying duties? Question mark. So I have ended the story with positive note and an interrogation. This is a typical one. Some may have an objection with me, but it's my own way. I haven't thought before, just I suddenly thought, why not to end the story with an interrogative sentence? Is this not the great example of motivation to those who are physically strong but always denying the duties? So this is the way of thinking and writing, expansion of ideas. So it needs consistent practice and the application of active vocabulary in context. Thank you.